Okay, so this is what we're working with here. This is my bathroom before, kind of standard issue rental bathroom. It has this vanity area, and then it has the bathroom, the toilet, and the shower in there. But what I'm going to focus on in this video is making over this vanity area where I spend a lot of time. I do my makeup here. And, you know, I've got nothing up on the walls. I've got this dumb trash can, which doesn't fit the area very well. You know, there is this one medicine cabinet, but as you can see, this is my side. And I have a lot of products over here. So I want to get a shelf and put it on this wood thing to move some of these products up here. And this thing is just like, it was a good idea at first, but it really just became a multi-tiered clutter holder. So a lot of the stuff in here I don't even need. So I'm planning on getting rid of that. My thought is that I want to paint that area up there, clear off the clutter, get like a small, simple shelf, get rid of this shelf. I want to replace this garbage can. And then I want to get like a piece of just simple wall art here, like something that maybe has a little bit of an ocean scene in it, just something that I think can pick up the color from this wall. And I'm just hoping that that, you know, block of color will just be like a nice little mini statement wall. And then just have like a small little amount of product, a nice, simple, elegant, decorative piece, and just like, again, pop a color and a little, yeah, like a little piece of art here, and a better trash can. I don't need my shoes right there, but I'm hoping for something that's more rectangular, that'll be more flush against that wall, maybe in a black color, or even if it's just the right shape, I can just spray paint it. But that is the plan. I already bought the paint, or I should say I got a sample, so hopefully that'll work, but I think that could be enough for that little wall up there. This is the before. Oh yeah, I should probably replace that light too. So this wall could actually definitely use a coat of paint too. I think I want to keep it white though. So I was looking at some white paint, so I might pick that up and give this area a nice fresh coat of paint, give it a good scrub down, blah, blah, blah. And yeah, so there we go. One of the biggest changes is just kind of clearing all the shit off my counter. You know, I had that stupid storage thing, which was really just a clutter fest. And really, I just tried to eliminate all of it. I was thinking about getting a little shelf, but I decided against that since I realized I had plenty of space in here. So I simply organized it. Ha! Yeah, it was just a pile of crap that I couldn't even imagine putting my everyday use toiletries in, but now that it's nice and neat, easy enough. And now I just like to use the countertop for decoration, and I love these two little bottles, or one big bottle. And this plant, okay, granted it is drying and it was green, but I kind of like the way it's drying. I don't know how much it's going to be picked up on camera, but as it's dried, it's turned from green to red, or kind of a dark reddish. But as you can see with these guys, these leaves turn up and they get this really interesting, almost like champagne. It almost looks like I spray painted it with like a champagne spray paint or something. So if anybody knows what kind of greens these are, I would be very interested to know. I got them at Trader Joe's, and my whole idea here is that I prefer to use real plants as much as possible. I always love the way fake plants look in other people's videos and vlogs, but when I see them up close, I inevitably don't like them. Just buying the greens from Trader Joe's, super cheap. I think it's $2.99 for a batch, and I separated them into these 2 bottles here. And then I can change it out. There's a lot of other greens, so I might even buy some later today and swap these out. So I'm just loving this little corner here. And then of course I have, you know, the blue that I painted, which I'm really loving. And then I have this guy, this little painting, which I absolutely love. I got this painting in New Mexico, and I thought it was so charming. I want to get closer so you can see little different layers of wood and these little turquoise pieces in here. That's kind of what sold me on it. Let me see if I can get even closer. So yeah, there's these little tiny turquoise pebbles, and I love the way it picks up the blue that I've painted in my wall here. And it's kind of a weird place to put a painting, but I really love it. And it's the kind of thing where it's a small painting, and if I put it on a gallery wall, I just feel like I don't get to appreciate it. But standing here, right, I'm usually in this space every day. I'm brushing my teeth, brushing my hair, whatever. And it's so nice now to have this really simple but nicely made space with these little pictures that I love. That this one that I was focusing on before is a little drip painting that I made a while ago. And again, I love the colors of it, but it was just sitting on a shelf and you couldn't really see the colors. And then let me turn here. So yeah, these prints, right, that wall was bare, there was nothing going on, and I printed out, this is actually a still from my Big Sur Ragged Point video, and so it doesn't quite fit because it's actually a still frame from a video, but I kind of like the look of it, and I just love that image. And my, you know, I had thought about like printing out some images, random images online. I was like, why would I do that? I have these images that I love from a place that I love, Big Sur. So I will put a card to that video above. But that's from that, and I love this shot as well. So let me get in there. Yeah. So it's just something really pretty. I love the ocean and I love Big Sur. I was like, well, why don't I fill my house with those images? And these frames I got from Target. And I just feel like those fatter frames, or the wider mats, really kind of make any image look more artistic, you know, and more like some artwork. So there's that. I just have this towel here because it's kind of picking up the colors like in the tree trunk and whatnot. And then, if you recall from the other video, I had a very round, wide trash can that I didn't like. And I was searching for a trash can for quite a while, and I finally found it, if my camera decides to focus. So I love this. This is a very tall, very narrow, get it from here, and it's kind of got this, of course there's trash in it, it's kind of got a peanut shape to it, and it's rubber. But it is kind of just the perfect trash can for behind a door or in just like a narrow space like this. Super lightweight, and because it's bendable, like you can get the trash out easily, which I kind of hate when things stick. So yeah, I got this at the Container Store. I'll leave a link to it below, but it was perfect for what I was looking for. And then I feel like it kind of just adds, I like having a little bit of black in the space to kind of pick up the black from the frames and just kind of ground it a little bit because there's so much brown in the space. But that is my mini bathroom makeover. Now you might ask, well, why didn't you change out the hardware or anything? This is a rented apartment. And the funny thing about this hardware, which I kind of Did not like it at first. However, let me see if I can get close up and get it to focus here. So it actually, the minute I took it off and held it in my hand to look at the size of it, it was very heavy and it had a little stamp on it. Maybe I'll take it off and show you. That said made in Japan. And I kind of realized that these are just, even if you could argue that they are dated, they're way more unique, and close up, they're way prettier than anything I could replace them with. And I just decided I just kind of had a renewed appreciation for how unique and interesting they were. And so now I actually like them. They are definitely worn, so they could certainly use like a little refinishing or paint. I don't know what you would do with that, but yeah, since it is like a little ceramic and it seems to be a unique kind of design, you know, from Japan, definitely grew on me. But now this space, I think you have a sense of it now. So much more organized.